What is going on? BWL, Team Undefeated Community, Social Cam, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, however you get it. If I text it to you, whatever. I just wanted to see how y'all doing on MLK Day, and I wanted to share a little bit with you all. And I know it's 2013, and I'm excited for this new year, and I know God's going to do amazing things. I'm hoping He just continues to move in our schools. He continues to move in your families and whatever facilities that you work at. And I'm praying that we have the realization that if God preserved you somehow in 2012 and He kept you safe from harm in some way, that He has a special purpose for you in 2013. He didn't just do it just to do it, but He has a special purpose for your life. And I'm praying that this year is that the year that people step into the purpose that they have for their life and the promises and blessings for them. And God was revealing some things to me, and He was saying that what I want people to really have is a real perception of who I am. See, we can know who God is, but we cannot perceive who He really is. And the perception that we have to have of God is through the love of Jesus Christ. So the closer we draw to Christ, the closer we go to learning and knowing about Christ, the more we'll know about the Father. But the thing that God is saying that we have to do is remove the veils off of our lives. Remove the coverings and the shackles and the misconceptions of who we think Christ is. And I got an illustration for you. It's like when you have a scarf and you can kind of see through it a little bit, okay? Say this is the veil that's over your life, and it may be jealousy, it may be pride, I don't know what it may be, but it takes away your perception of what the reality is that's really in front of you. It can blind you sometimes. And sometimes in our walk with Christ, we get these veils over our lives, and it may be something like jealousy, and then it may be something like pride, and then it may be something like we just don't worship God for who He truly is, and we really can't see Christ for who He really is. But when Christ says we remove these veils, we can get a true vision of who He is. And that's what He wants to do in 2013. He wants to break whatever things that's hindering you from seeing Him for the fullness and the power that He is. And He wants to take those things off of your life and remove the chains, remove the walls, remove the barriers so you can see who He really is. So He can pour out His blessing upon you and your family. See, He wants to give you a true vision of the glory and the power that He has. Because I've got a realization that God is saying that we shouldn't be brought down by these weak and anemic attacks of the devil. Because we have to realize that greater is the spirit that's inside of me than anything of this world. So anything that comes against my family or my friends or my workplace or the kids that I work with, I realize that God is stronger. And that Him living inside of me, I'm an overcomer. So what we have to do is say that in 2013 that we're going to remove the veils over our lives, the things that hinder us from seeing God for who He truly is and worshiping Him for who He really is. And I want to share a couple verses with you to help you out. And this is what it says in 2 Corinthians. And these are going to be some power verses that I keep with all year. 2 Corinthians 3 and in verse 16 it says, "Nevertheless, when one turns to the Lord, the veil is taken away. Now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. But we also, with unveiled faces, behold as in a mirror the glory of the Lord, as being transformed into the same image from glory to glory, just as by the Spirit of the Lord." And what that is saying is that when you remove the things off of your life, it may be something that is so simple as jealousy or some kind of sin that's hindering you from really knowing who God is. When you remove these things off of your life and you say, "God, I truly give myself to you fully," what He can do is put out His Spirit upon you, which gives you liberty and freedom, which breaks the bondages and chains off of your life, which takes away all kinds of burdens that may be upon you. May it be drug abuse, may it be depression, may it be the simple fact that you care so much about what other people think about you. That can be a barrier that keeps you from really seeing God. But God gives you the strength to remove these things off of your life, and you give it all to Him. And then He says that what I'm going to do is take you from glory to glory. What that means is that your walk that you had last year with Christ is not going to be the same as this year, because He wants to take you to a higher place. He wants to put you onto a higher place and you grow closer to Him. Because the closer you grow to Him, you'll realize that the problems of this world become smaller and fade away. So He wants to give you a new revelation of who He is. But it's a matter of, do you step into it in this 2013? So I encourage you, be blessed. Understand that God is your strength. He is your power. You are an overcomer through Him. But it's only when you unveil yourself to see Him for who He really is. This is the BWL Team Undefeated moment. We out.